just with an update on our Shorty 40. I've finalised the pro formas for the coils for the elements. These are going to be mounted at 3.5 metres on the reflector from the centre boom and 3.25 metres on the driven direct element at 4.5 metres separation between the reflector and the director. So this is our coil pro forma. This is the final version that I'm happy with, and this is the one we're going to test with. We've ordered, we were going to do 2mm enamel, but just to keep a bit of, remove a little bit of the weight, we're going to use 1.5 copper enamel wire. Now, based on a coil winding program, I need 9 microhenries according to MMANA. 9 microhenries, and according to the coil winding program, I need around 20.5 windings thereabouts to be on 9 microhenries. So what I did, as I've mentioned before, in Fusion 360, I created the body of the coil. This has 25 windings on it. Once I created that body in Fusion 360, I then exported it into the PC and then imported it into Tinkercad, where I developed the rest of the components here. The sleeves for the aluminium tube need about 25 mil, and this end here will slide into the aluminium tube for the element, and then you'll drill a couple of holes and run your stainless steel fittings through here. Once you wind your enamel wire around the pro forma, you can then drop the tails into the slot here and bring it down to fix it onto the element. After you've got your aluminium, this insert into the aluminium, then you would have your stainless steel bolt go through, and then you'd put a little washer, and then you'd fix that. So you'd have continuity end to end through here, and then re-continuity on the aluminium tubing for your element. Also, what I've done to keep it nice and tight, and you can roughly get it centered whenever you fit everything, I've done these spacings here. I've cut out an 8mm wedge either side. So when these are fitted to your, when you've done your windings, you can drop these in. And what will happen is you'll slide these on. Obviously, I'm not going to get them perfectly centered here, but these would slide on like so. On here, and those slots you would line up where the nut and the bolt is for your stainless steel fittings. Then you would center your outer cylinder on here, and then you would fit the ends on. They would then fit on here on the end. This centered, it'd be up something like that, and then and these would mount in here. Now, I have left enough spacing in here, around 2mm, for the aluminium tube to slide in, and these spaces and the end donut or the end cap will slide over the aluminium as well. This will allow you to fit, keep the terminations and everything sealed under the cap here. To keep weather resistant. There's also 2 holes here that I do but just before I print it. 2 3mm holes here and here that allows for the drainage. So I've finalised all these and printed these. I'll just show you one of them here so you can see what the product looks like in 3D printed world. So here it is here. Got Ham Radio Australia. I put it on the front there. I don't know how well you can see that under this light. Let me just see if I can turn some light up. Up. My apologies for that, but here it is here. So basically this just slides off. This all just pulls out. So you would, that channel there, you would bring your tails out, have your aluminium tube fitted over the end, bring your tails out, drop your stainless steel bolt, nut and washer in there, and take the enamel wire off and wind it underneath. Put your stainless steel 6mm bolt through there with a stainless steel washer, and you can have another spot here. So there's 2 anchors for the element aluminium, and then you can see the channels that I've cut here. So you would line those channels up to slide, and then that'll lock into place with the nut and bolt. So you do that either side. But once you've got that done, you can see the holes there done. So these are printed in there. So then you can virtually line that up, slide that on. Then you can roughly centre that and drop your end caps on. Just like that. And there's enough of a gap there's about 2.5 gap. Your aluminium will sit over that, and this will sit over the aluminium, making it a nice snug fit. And as I said, these are 9 microhenries, and I'm using 1.5 enamel copper wire. And this will go 3.5 metres off the centre boom on the rear reflector, 3.25 metres from the centre boom on the front director-driven element. So we've ordered the enamel. That should be here hopefully towards the end of next week off AliExpress. We'll wind those, then we'll make up a tuning loop to go on the Rig Expert AA 1400. And then we'll check and see how our tuning is. I've also got a meter there, check the microhenries. Put that on, we'll do that. That'll be the next video. And hopefully we'll be pretty close to around 9 microhenries on each one. Then we'll get some aluminium, we'll start building the elements, and then we'll test the tune on those. But that's the final design, guys. I thought I'd just share that with you. It's amazing what you can do with 3D print. And this is in ABS plastic. Pretty solid, pretty lightweight. So it won't put that much extra weight onto the elements. 73s, all take care until next time. Stay safe. And remember, keep our bands alive by calling CQ. Until then, cheers for now.